Hey everybody, it's me Liv, and today I just want to bring you a super quick tutorial on how I decided to do what we call, I guess, a stuffed envelope, stuffed bag, pocket letter. People call it lots of different things. And I made this out of paper bags. So I'm doing this for a design team member Secret Santa swap that we're doing. We all agreed to get each other a small die. The company we decided to get each other a die from is actually one of our sponsors in the design team, which is called Gina Marie Designs. So this is the one that I'm getting for her, but I figured that's a little boring. So I thought I'd spice it up a little bit and do a little bit of a stuffed package for her. So in here, you'll see, I put this. I also managed to fit a journal, some flowers, and an embellishment that I had gotten. Then in here, I put some buttons, some sequins, and I believe there's also a package of enamel dots for her. Then I made some little 1.5-inch rosettes and gave her some chipwood as well. So these are very loosely attached to some paper because I want her to be able to easily take the paper off when she wants to. But with this, it actually gives you 2 areas where you can stuff things in, and then a little front component to it. So, and then the back, I just kind of left it blank. Put some nice little paper on the back. So all you really need for this project is 2 paper bags. I actually kind of started trimming one already. And then you need whatever decorative paper you're going to use. I have these couple of Mod Podge papers I had left over from other projects. So I'm actually going to pull these together and put this for the next one I'm going to be working on. So for this, for your first paper bag, I trimmed. That's the one that's going to go on top here. This is trimmed to 6.5. So you take it here. It's already done, but just so you can kind of see, I trim it to 6.5. Next one that I am going to trim, which is the top one, that one's going to be trimmed to 8 3/4. Now, what I usually do, because I really do like a little bit of the punch hole look that kind of goes away, is I take out my 1-inch hole punch. This one's being a little temperamental today, so let me get my other one. I have another one because sometimes that one is temperamental. And I just put it halfway, and that's going to give you that little notch. Now I'm going to do that to the other one. And take out my excess paper. Open one up. And that gives you a notch. Try to center it. And then you're all set. So basically for this project, before you start putting anything together, is these are going to actually sit on top of each other. And you're going to glue them like this, okay? You're going to end up gluing the sides, so you just have this front. You'll have this bag, and then you'll have this one in the back. So those are your 2 bags and your little mini pocket that you'll create over here, okay? So in order for the paper to go on top, you got to do each bag separately. So first, glue this one down. I'm actually just going to use a little bit of score tape here to do that. That I have in my stash. So you're going to take this flap so that it lies nice and flat and put it here. Okay? So that's one. Then you're going to take this paper, whichever paper you decided you want to use for this project. I'm going to go with these cute, adorable houses. because you're actually going to be decorating 2 sides of it, make sure that you are doing 2 for the 8.5, okay? It's going to be 8.5 long by 5 width. So first, let me do the width. And this is 8.5. So there's that one. I'm going to do one more for the back side. Of course, you can change your pattern paper if that's what you want. Completely up to your design elements or whatever you want to use. And I'm going to do 8.5 here. Now for this part, when I'm just putting down paper, I usually do use my Tombow because it is generally strong enough to hold everything down. So make sure you get really nice close to your edges. So when I do it all along the edge and a couple in the middle. And you're going to want to tape it down. Now for this one, you don't have to be too worried about the bottom part because remember, this is all going to be covered on this bottom part. Flip it over. Then you're going to attach this one to this back side. So again, you're going to see that when you put this paper, you have this indent. Usually, I just try to match it up here by the indent. And what I mean is, I look in here, try to match it up to the last one I saw in the paper. And then it's nice and even, nothing to worry about there. Then I'm going to decorate this one. Now for this, because you want to actually use this little one as a flap, you just want to tape right here and right here when you actually do it. So now I'm going to pull another one of my papers here. And I actually want to use this red. And I am going to cut this one same again. It's going to be again the width of 5 because that's the width of the bag. So that does not change at all. And then you're going to do it by 6 1/4. Now, I am pretty big on just decorating the back of my bags, just in case anyone happens to see them when they're open. Technically, do you really have to? Probably not. Personal preference. That's just me. So, gonna do the same taping method as mentioned before. All your edges and then your back side. So you may have noticed that this inner part is actually going to be just a little bit shorter. So let's get out our measuring. Can't find my ruler right now, so I am going to use one of my other measuring tools here. just to see what it be. So we know that the width, so for this one, as you can see, from this edge to here is about 4 1/4. I'm going to do it a smidge shorter, just because I think that would be easy to work with. So again, should be 5. And then you're going to put that to right about here and tape that down. Okay, then you're going to take your score tape, put just a little bit here that you need. Make sure it's down good. The little bit here that you need. I put it, get that score tape up a little. Put it down there. Make sure it's really good. Gotta press down pretty firmly to get the tape to stick here. And then you got your 2 sides down. Then you're going to take whatever you want to be the front part, which I'm actually going to use the last piece of scrap here. And this very front pocket is going to be 3. So, 3 inches. And it looks like I cut a little bit crooked. So, even that out, and we're good. Take it down. Okay. Now remember, I already did that cut. You can wait if you want. I don't like to wait just because I find that it's more complicated when you do it that way. But you see how you can see where the paper is, so it matches up almost exactly. And that's what you want. On this part, you are going to want to put score tape to really try to make sure that it stays secure. Or I know some people love liquid glue. It's definitely a good time to use it if that works for you. I actually might do a little of both. So, again, wherever you're using this, make sure you push down nice and hard. That will get the tape to stick. You have a bone folder, this is ideal. Again, I happened to be working on another project earlier and scattered my supplies all over the place. So, of course, when I need something, I can't find it. Kind of the story of my life. Someday I will be that clean person who puts everything away in an orderly manner. But until that day comes, I will improvise like we are doing now. So I have my score tape. Now, just for good measure, my all-time favorite super great adhesive is this art glitter. I think I got a little clogged up from using it, but it really works so well. But one of the things I find is that it does get jammed up. So if you don't happen to have a pin type of thing to go into it, it's definitely something you want to invest in. I don't have one at this time, but I will be making one hopefully shortly to use. Now I see some people get all decorative with their pens. I have to do it like this because mine's a little jammed up right now. I'll have to clean it out. You really do not need a lot of this glue. I had to pour it out because it was a little jammed up. But in reality, this is probably one of the best super strong glues I have ever seen. And I absolutely love using it. It dries clear, but it's very, very strong. You get maybe, I'd say 30 seconds before you can't reposition anything. So it gives you just a little bit of wiggle. So there you have it. That gives you simple. You get a little bit of a thing to slide in, maybe a little card or something here. You are then going to get this pocket to fill, and then you have this pocket to fill. So that's a super simple way to make these stuff bags, stuff envelopes, whatever you want to call it, so that you can use some of your paper bags in another and more unique, different way. It also gives you, for more bulky items, that opportunity to fit things in there if you happen to be one who really likes to stuff your envelopes or your bags. So just wanted to show you guys how to do this really simple exercise. You can then embellish and create anything as you want. I will be back soon because I am currently working on another project, and this one's actually going to be for me. Surprise! I'm actually going to use it for myself. I'm doing a really simple Christmas wreath that I want to hang up on my office door because now that I have my own office, I am able to do a little bit of decorating on it. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you happen to try it out, I would love to see a picture below of what your stuffed bag envelope ended up looking like. And hopefully my lovely friend who's getting this has not watched a video and figured out who she is and will be very pleasantly surprised when it comes her way. All right. Thank you so much and have a great day.